Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blunder Down Under. I have COVID. I'm still sick. I caught something at Fat Camp. But luckily, we all work on the internet, so we're not going to pass it to you guys. I'm excited for today's show. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Aussy is returning down under. Got a few little topics to talk about today, a few little urban legends, but I won't be able to do it by myself. I need help. I need somebody who, I guess you could say, is an expert when it comes to this certain region of the world. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to reintroduce you to my good friend, Maffsy. Maffsy. How you doing today?
Hey, Twig.
You doing all right?
I'm always doing good when I hear your voice, man.
Do you
it's
see
really
this
good to hear from
smile?
you. Oh, hang on. You said this smile?
I have a weird smile. Don't judge me.
Oh, I had the same thing when I got married. Did you find that when you got married? Because I'm not photogenic either, and like I hate when someone puts a camera on me, and then they like smile, and you're just like, and I learned to smile with my teeth. Hi.
Alright, I had to
Yeah.
fix your audio on my side real quick, but I think
Okay. Yes.
I think you should be good. I think
Okay.
I think you should be fine. Hopefully.
Testing. Australia. Good morning, Australia.
Good morning. It's weird. I got to get used to this time slot. They're saying that my audio's low, but I'm in the red on OBS. I'm not as good as the professionals at running OBS. All of the greats like Zayzud.
Well, we're not even starting like this. We're not starting like this. I love Zay. Zay's a very, very good. She's a good friend, and I'm not a gooner friend. I became a gooner afterwards.
Afterwards,
Jokes.
you know about our long-standing beef. There's no need to get into it. All right, I'm
do,
trying
and I'm
to
not
turn
even
over a new leaf.
good because this is the thing, right? It's really difficult when you're in a universe like this. Or I keep saying universe. Universe is weird. Can we stop saying universe?
No, that's what it is. We're in our own little universe.
No, Jesus. All right, look. I mean, I just look. I'm about just being mates with everybody. That's just what it's about. Like, who cares about this bullshit? Whatever. People can have their opinions, and that's fine. Have your opinions about someone. If someone's never done anything wrong towards me, then that's fine. I can hang out with them and just have a good time. We can have a chat. But there's let's not start off like this. Where was the redirect, Beans, by the way?
Lucy Tina, hello. I didn't bring you in, but hello.
Oh.
Are you there? You're muted. 3, 2, 1.
You're making me teeth smile now. Well done.
She came out of nowhere, but I wanted to give her a chance. I don't know where she came from.
Oh, good, bro. Okay, cool.
But so what is your favorite Australian urban legend?
Well, we're diving right into it. We're not even going to do an all caught up.
No,
we're not even going to do an all caught up.
We don't need we don't need to catch up. All right, because I know your answer.
Okay. Yeah, okay, go. What's my answer?
Beans,
well, hang on.
1 Lolcow membership.
Thank you very much, Beans. So this is actually interesting now because I want to see what you think my answer is. See, Australia isn't really known for urban legends. And an urban legend, can I define the topic, please? Because an urban legend is something that is true or isn't true and just something that you were told that was passed down, right? That's an urban legend, the definition, yeah?
Yeah, it's something. Let's look up the exact definition. That way we don't get it wrong.
Let's take it to Webster's. Please give us the Webster's definition of an urban legend. Because my understanding, and this is the cultural difference between us. I think my definition of an urban legend is, and let's see how close I am. I think it is something that is passed down from just, talk to talk. It's something that isn't true. Is that fair to say that it's something that isn't true, but it's a story that's been told like a myth?
Yes, that is pretty fair. So what it is a humorous or horrific story or piece of information circulated as though true, especially ones purporting, did you know that's a word? To involve someone
Boring.
vaguely related or known to the teller. That doesn't sound right to me.
That's can I just
I disagree with
address
that
that
definition.
someone's saying either to turn me down or you up. So
I
if
will
you're
turn you
Max,
down
just
a
turn
little.
turn me down, yeah.
I'm not
We'll
maxed yet.
just
I was trying to stay out of the red, but I think it's
no
good
no
now. I adjusted it on both sides.
no awesome. Awesome. We'll give like a look like a hey yo, a
All
hey
right, well,
yo.
let's change it from urban legend to cryptid. What's your favorite Australian cryptid?
Jesus, that. Uh, you know what the definition of a cryptid is?
All right.
No, but I don't want to know. This isn't Wikipedia fucking 101. Okay. So I was going to say, I mean, I know what I think. I mean, my urban legend. Shit, we don't have any urban legends that we have
Are you sure?
like controversial news stories where something from. I've got my answer. I've got my answer, but it's going to be too niche. So my answer would be the best Australian urban legend would be the Hanging Rock disappearances.
I've heard about the Hanging Rock disappearances, but that wasn't the
Okay,
one that I.
if you're gonna say the fucking kangaroo that's the fucking dingo
No.
that ate my baby, I swear
No,
to
no,
God.
not the dingo, not the dingo.
Okay,
All right, here we go. Ready? I've got a
yeah,
story for you.
I'm excited.
Are you excited? All right.
Oh,
So, in the depths of the Australian bush, a chilling legend haunted the locals. A creature known as the drop bear. See, I know you're a bit of a fan of the drop bear, all right? This monstrous being, resembling a giant koala, was said to lurk in the treetops, eucalyptus to be exact, waiting for unwary travelers to pass beneath. One fateful day, a group of a group of tourists ventured into the wild, blissfully unaware of the menace that stalked in the shadows above. A local named Jack, eager to frighten them, shouted, "Watch out for the drop bears!" as they drop from the trees and attack. Should I go on? Or are you getting a little too scared? I know you're scared of the drop bear. I know you look up into the eucalyptus trees every night, Maffsy, while you're walking. The only thing that's more terrifying is a
that's,
magpie.
that's you've never been swooped by a magpie.
I have not.
Yeah, it's actually plovers that swoop you, and they're very fucking hard to deal with. But yes, please continue with the story.
All right. The tourist laughed nervously, dismissing him as a joker, but Jack's eyes glinted with mischief. You must smear Vegemite behind your ears and speak with an Aussie accent to keep them away. As they fumbled with Vegemite, a sudden rustle echoed from the branches above. Hearts raced as a shadow loomed and Jack's grin vanished. It's too late. From the trees, a hulking figure dropped, its sharp teeth gleaming in the faded light. The tourists screamed, the laughter replaced by terror as they realized the drop bear was no mere myth. In that moment, the legend came to life, forever etched in their minds, a haunting reminder of the darkness hidden in the Australian bush. Have you ever seen a drop bear, Maffsy?
So, all right. During that story, I is whoa. Okay,
That was
let's
quick.
ask a full native.
A full
Hold
native.
on.
Oh my God, what?
Full native.
I was like,
What's up?
you should have full told this story with your dark background.
You should have.
Yeah,
Brooks, do you know the legend of the drop
I
bear?
definitely should have. Not the one that you're telling, no.
No. All right, well, what is the legend that you know?
Or I don't know any legend really. I
'Cause
just
that
know
one
drop
was
bears
just
are out
made
there.
up.
They'll get you.
Okay, so
Of course it was.
you know, the only people who've ever told me about a drop bear are Americans.
That's what I had no idea what it was until you brought it up.
Well,
Bring it
me
up.
or
You were the
Maffsy?
first person who ever told me about the drop bear, Maffsy. You did it
Yes.
on stream in the beginning, in the early days of Aussy.
There is not a chance I mentioned drop bear to you.
You did.
Unless it's talking about hunters shooting koalas and they drop.
Maffsy, that's
You
dark.
Maffsy,
Why would
you don't
somebody
know the
shoot a
drop bear?
koala?
No, I don't know. Koalas, however, they do carry syphilis,
They
but
do. And
No, it's chlamydia. Isn't it?
chlamydia. Chlamydia, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I don't think
yeah.
it's syphilis. I think it's chlamydia.
Oh, it was either that or COVID or something. I don't know. They
Speaking
got
of
something.
COVID, I'm dying, guys.
As long as you're not lost in the COVID.
I can't really breathe through my. I can't really breathe through my nose.
Is it confirmed COVID?
Yes, it's confirmed COVID.
Oh no. Send some
So-
prayers to
so-
Twiggy, guys.
And you're blaming Fat Camp for the COVID?
I've got an Aldi brand energy drink. I'm an Aldi guy.
We call
shop
it
at
Aldi.
Aldi.
Yeah, Aldi.
I shop at Aldi. It's my favorite store.
Yeah, bring back the accent,
I
Twiggy.
love it. I was told that the accent's not relatable, so I got rid of it.
That's relatable to me.
It's relatable to you.
I need to address something straight away.
Uh-oh.
So I need to address this. Everyone straight away is just like, "Oh, Maffsy, you're awesome," until you said that you were a fan of Zay. Now let me just get one thing straight, okay? I am not here for. I'm just not here for being a person that's just like, "Oh, I hate this person. Oh, I hate this person. Oh, I love this person." Bro, get over it. It's about, like, someone's never done wrong to me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. We have friendly conversations, right? And I wanted to address this, and I'm sorry if I'm going to hijack this for a second.
No, it's fine.
Because it's something that really pisses me off. Well, I have great conversations with
Let
so
it
many people.
out.
If someone does wrong to me, then that's fine. I'm more than happy to. But I keep that to me. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And that's like, I don't give a shit. That's awesome. But I don't judge it. I don't judge it based on something that someone's done to someone else. I judge it based on someone that's done something to me. So as soon as someone's done something wrong to me, then I'll be like, yeah, all good. That's fine. They've done something wrong to me. But it's all good to have your take. And I still love you guys if you want to have the take that you won't support me just because I'm friendly with someone else. And I think that that's something, a mindset everyone just needs to get behind. Just because someone's done something wrong to someone else, then that's fine. Like, that happens every day in life. And you're going to be a much, you're not going to be a much, you're going to be a much better person in life if you just stop having feels for someone else. So, and I think that's also something that's wrong in America. And I'm not.
What do
even going
you
into
know
that.
about America, Maffsy?
Don't even start, mate. You just raised our tariffs.
Oops. That's all my fault. I am
Bastards.
personally responsible for that. Personally.
Yeah.
Wow.
But look, I mean, that's just one thing I just wanted to address off the bat. Don't judge me because I don't want to get behind a hatred towards someone else. And that's the one thing I wanted to say. And let's move on to the positive shit, because you know why? I got up at 2 a.m. for this shit. And not because I wasn't going to stay up all night. If I was going to stay up all night, then it'd be a different sort of show. I'd be sloppy jalopy, just like my friend fucking Briggs here. Who,
Yeah.
by the way, is coming on an America trip with me next year at the start of the year. So let's get behind that. And Twiggy, you're going to be there as well.
I
You are
might.
going to be there, Twiggy.
I might be there.
You
I might be
will.
there. Road trip. I love a good road trip. My last road
That's
trip
exactly
was
gonna be
awkward,
a road
but I
trip.
love road trips.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's going to be me.
It was
It's gonna be
awkward.
me in the passenger seat with Briggs driving, and I'm just gonna be smacking him the whole fucking time.
I don't
And
trust
care if
Briggs
that shit
driving.
leaks.
I don't trust
don't-
his driving. He seems to
Me?
yeah, you.
I've never had an accident once. Come
Because
on,
you've
dude.
probably never been behind the
It's
wheel.
because you've had your license for 12 months.
I haven't even had it for 12 months, but you know,
That's terrifying.
Point proven.
how
Maffsy,
is that
what's a
terrifying? I'm a good
bunyip?
driver. The bunyip.
Oh my god, these
Ooh.
are fucking words I haven't heard in fucking
How have you not heard of the
15
bunyip? You're not
years.
Australian, dude. Oh,
15
okay.
hang on you second, you silly little urban legend teller. How is it so dark but so bright? Do you have a ring light?
I got a lamp. I got a lamp right
Yeah,
here.
he's got a lamp. But what's a
Yes.
bunyip?
I
It's
don't
like,
even fucking know.
It's like a fucking swamp monster.
No, it's
You know
not.
what a bunyip is?
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Fucking
not.
hell, yes it is.
A bunyip
Alright.
is. Let's go to a very reliable source today, fellas. All right, my most trusted source while I was in school. All right, the source that got me up to the point where I graduated. A website that's close and dear to my heart, Wikipedia. Everybody.
You graduated?
Yeah, 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 I did. Believe it or not.
I thought you were homeschooled.
The origin. I was homeschooled.
Oh.
No, can you imagine your parents telling you failed? We've got to keep you back.
I didn't understand anything you just said. Your mic was up peaking. We've
sorry,
got
I'm sorry.
Miss Jess, who just joined the Aussie community. Welcome to Ban World, Miss Jess. And then we've also got WebTech Simplified, who says the cryptid Brugs appeared. Brugs, you are a
I'm a
cryptid.
cryptid?
You are a cryptid.
How?
I don't know. You're. Let's look up the definition of a cryptid before we get into the bunyip.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, while he's looking up the definition of a cryptid, Bruggs, have you slept tonight, or you've just been?
I
up
did.
trolling?
I slept at like 7 last night.
I got the definition. All right, but we're gonna change animal to being. All right, a being whose existence or survival is disputed or unsubstantiated, or an animal or creature that people believe is real, but there's no solid proof or scientific evidence available to prove that it does actually exist. I think that defines you, Bruggs.
I mean, technically it would. I
Yeah.
guess there's nothing to prove that I'm real.
There isn't. We have no way to prove you're real. But a bunyip, Maffsy. You don't know what a bunyip is.
No, I know what a bunyip is. I'm imagining it to be like some sort of kangaroo type creature.
It's terrifying, is what it is. Okay?
It's not
Really?
a fucking kangaroo, you
It's
dumb.
not a kangaroo. The origin of the
Dumb what,
word
sorry?
bunyip has been traced to the Wimba, or I don't know how to pronounce this word.
Wimba Wimba?
Wimba.
Oh, okay.
Or the
Oh, so
Wargea language.
Let me see if I can
hang
read
on.
this.
So I mean, I think he's trying to pronunciate Aboriginal definitions.
I am.
Oh, Wergaia. The Wergaia.
All right, I was close. The word bunyip is usually translated by Aboriginal Australians today as devil or evil spirit. This contemporary translation may not accurately represent the role of the bunyip in pre-contact Aboriginal mythology. Yeah, I don't know what a bunyip is. I'm trying to learn, but I was hoping you could
Look at
teach
the
me.
image. There's an image right there.
Can we bring up a
It
bunyip?
looks like a water
bunyip-
tiger
bunyip?
thing from that picture. We're gonna
A
go
water
to
And then
tiger?
scroll down
actual.
to the next one.
We're gonna go to
a
actual
squirrel?
images. Hold up, let me pull up another tab. We're gonna find out today what the bunyip is. It's
Oh my
not working,
God.
guys.
If that's not
Guys,
working, I mean, I can pull up a bunyip picture for if it's for those playing at home. I mean, for those
got
playing
it.
at home, you can look up a bunyip, but do it at your own risk. Apparently,
all right. We're looking up the bunyip.
There doesn't seem to be a general consensus on what the bunyip looks like.
No,
There's
there
tons
doesn't.
of different. Yeah.
This is making it harder for me to learn what a bunyip is.
I don't think you need to know what the fuck a bunyip is.
I thought I was
I'm
gonna
trying to
learn
think of when
something.
I'm trying to think
Chat,
of when
what's
I
a
learned
bunyip?
the name bunyip. Maybe it was from a story that my mum used to tell me about, like, she probably used to tell me just don't get out of bed after it's bedtime or the bunyip will get you or something like that. Which are the stories that Briggs still gets told by his mum.
Oh, fuck.
Probably. I met his mom, basically.
You did not
you?
meet my mum.
All right, we've got BB Phil, who's been a pay pig for 2 months, who says, actual Aussies on Lolcow Aussie? I have to be dreaming. And then we've got Lucy Fina for $2, who says, that was my mom on my computer. I am so sorry, Twiggy. LOL. Dang, we could have talked to your mom. And then we've got Web Tech Simplified for $1.99, who says, what about the Yowie? What's a Yowie?
Yes. Okay.
Can you
Thank you.
explain this?
Thank you. I'm glad
I know
this guy
this
brought
one.
this up because I nearly lost it when I heard the word Yowie. So a Yowie is a chocolate bar.
No. What are you on about? It's the Australian
It's
Bigfoot.
the Australian Bigfoot.
Well, it was a chocolate. It was a chocolate.
Honestly, I was thinking of the Japanese word for Yowie. For a
All
second
right.
there.
No, well, a Yowie was a chocolate. Like
Can
a
you
caramelly
describe
koala.
the Yowie to us? Do you know any stories about the Yowie, Brugs?
No. I just know that it's Bigfoot, but
We're
from
the
Australia.
shittest
You guys are the
Australians
most
in the world.
useless
I swear to
Australians
God.
I have ever gotten
Straight.
the displeasure of meeting. We're
This
bringing
is
in
the
a
thing.
member.
Displeasure.
Lure of
Okay.
victims. Lure of victims. Welcome to
Okay.
Lolcow Aussie. You're live on it. Why? Fine.
Well, then I guess they're lost.
Do you guys
just
want
like
to
that
see a
ABC
Yowie?
sitcom. Yeah,
Love to.
look up the Yowie chocolate.
Give me a
I did look it
second.
up. Apparently, it is real.
Yeah, I mean that's what I know Yowies as because we used to hold Japanese exchange students that would come down.
This
and
is a
we'd host
Yowie.
them, and they were obsessed with Yowies.
Bunyip.
Oh my god. Okay. I didn't even Yowie chocolate. That was delicious. It's yeah, that's a Yowie. Oh, it is a Bigfoot looking thing. Okay, that's what I know a Yowie as. Yeah, those things right there.
I don't
That's a
I do
Yowie.
have
know
those,
these.
but I could see them at the self-checkout at Walmart. Of course,
They're-
Kmart. Rest in peace, Kmart.
Wait, still yes, this actually blew my mind. The fact that Kmart's gone now.
Hold up. Let me
In
click
America.
back on. They couldn't see
That
it.
is crazy.
I'm showing them now. The Yowie chocolate.
Did these things have toys in them? Is that what I'm
Nah.
saying?
No, I
No.
don't believe they did. No. Someone said it's like oh well, I'll let you go through the donations.
I'm coming. All right. So we've got SSO Michelangelo, who's nowhere to be found for whatever reason, for 386, who says, save Aussie. I love Twiggy, Maffsy, and even Briggs. Oh, so sweet.
That's
You're
right.
getting some love.
And even.
I have to say sorry to Michelangelo. I crashed out on him a little bit ago.
WebTech
see you in there.
Simplified for 199 says, it's also like a Kinder Egg with a toy inside.
Yeah.
I wanna
was
get some
looking it up. It has like
Yowies.
little animal toys in there.
I want to get some
If you
Yowies.
get one, I don't think you should eat it because I haven't seen one for 15 years.
I'm going to find
you
the
could do
Yowie.
like
that's
a
probably what
That's
this
not
like
even
an
that bad.
LAB
15-year-old chocolate, dude, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll definitely be fine. I
I'll
wanted
be
to
fine.
ask, now that we have like another Australian here in Briggs, I haven't spoken to you for like a week because I've been busy.
A
But
whole week.
did you get a Lolcow hoodie, Briggs?
I did.
You did.
He did.
It's
Where
on the
is it?
way. It's in Melbourne right now,
Is it?
I believe.
Because mine says it was
Yeah.
delivered, and I'd love to just shout out to DHL because DHL does this whenever I buy anything from America. They do this. They'll be like, "Oh, it's landed in Australia. Oh yeah, awesome. It's coming today. Oh, awesome." And they must just go, Nah. It's been delivered. It's been delivered. Now it's on its way back to sender. So
What?
let's just go.
Bullshit.
Oh yeah. Awesome. We've come all this way. And we'll just go. Yeah. Not interested.
So they're returning it to sender. Why? Just because they can?
Just for
Because I wasn't
for the
there,
sake of it.
but I was there because I'm me and I know I was there. But they just go, yeah, nah. We'll just send it back. We won't give him a chance to come pick it up from somewhere. We'll just go, bye-bye.
Maffsy, do you know
Anyway.
SSO Michelangelo?
I do know SSO Michelangelo, and he's looking dapper as always. I've never understood the chair in the background that's facing away from the screen. And am I right in assuming that is a PewDiePie chair?
Yeah.
Also, Maffsy,
Oh,
I know it. Yes, what's up?
I think I'm prepared to do a Shoey today, but the only thing I have is Sprite.
fucking
Then
go on,
son of
mate.
fucking shit.
I know.
So
I don't
propose-
drink beer.
You
What are you
see,
fucking
you gaslighting motherfucker. Because last time you told me you didn't drink alcohol.
But I don't drink beer.
So who cares? I don't drink beer either. I can't anymore. It ruins my stomach.
Yeah,
drink
I have Sprite though.
Cider. You're not doing a shoey with Sprite.
I will
you
do
may
a
as well
Shoey
just
with Sprite.
spit on a bunyip and shit out of.
You don't even know what a
Yowie.
bunyip is. I don't think anybody knows what a bunyip is. Chat, what's
I
a
know what it
bunyip?
is. It's a fucking like swamp monster, dude. That's what it is.
But
It
what
lurks
is
in
it?
the fucking water of a swamp.
Look, the Wikipedia said it looked like a tiger thing, and then I look at all the images and it's like a crocodile. It's a dragon.
Yeah.
A chimera.
Yeah, it did look like a chimera.
I don't know what a bunyip is. I've never been so
Nobody knows what's a bunyip
confused.
is, and that's why it makes it a scary animal because you won't see it coming because you might think it's something
Yeah.
friendly. But
Is
my
that a
God,
tiger? Is that a fucking crocodile? What is that?
by
And
you,
you're
by
fucking dead.
jingoes, by crikey, it will come up and it will get you.
So, Maffsy,
Yes,
I've been a
sweetheart.
bad boy lately.
No, you haven't. You
I
haven't
have.
been a bad boy.
I
No, you
have.
haven't.
I have.
Okay, speak to me.
And I
Are
think
we doing that? We doing Dr. Phil?
no, I think it's
That was
past that. We
yesterday.
tried that with Jaffe and that didn't work.
That was my favorite episode, by the way.
That didn't work. But give me 1 second. I gotta think. I think I have a bald head, and I think that there's stuff that we could rub into my bald head.
Yeah, it's only
Oh.
going to be Vegemite.
I don't have Vegemite. I've got
Yeah, he does have
expired
Vegemite,
mustard, some hot sauce.
It gonna be the
Okay,
new
so-
wings.
That's my plan right
So-
now. I've got no hair. I think that
You get a
I don't know.
decent
I'll let the chat decide like what we should do. Chat ones in the chat if I should be punished for all of my terrible actions. This is just the start, by the way. Just the
Look,
start.
I think that if you are prepared to, but I think if you are going to take a punishment, you need to convince the audience what exactly you're being punished for, because it doesn't sound like there is an admission of guilt here. Do you think you are guilty of something? And if so, what is it?
Yes, I am guilty of being a manipulative bastard. WebTech Simplified for
Right.
$4.99. I'm originally from Australia, but live in Florida now. I see Yowies all the time at the store, just as Twiggy said at the self-checkout.
I thought Yowies was like that thing in South Park.
And then we've got Baby Grandpa, which is an interesting name, who says, the bunyip is a creature from Aboriginal mythology of southeastern Australia, said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, creeks, riverbeds, and waterholes. What's a billabong?
A clothing.
Oh, come off it.
What's a
Come
billabong?
off it.
A billabong is just like a swampy river.
Yeah.
Company.
Not a
Never
lot of
heard the
people
song
think I
Waltzing
need
Matilda?
to be punished. No, what's a billabong? No, I've seen Matilda, but what's a billabong?
No. The
No,
song
no.
"Waltzing Matilda."
No.
Matilda dancing. No, it's not about
Tilda
someone
what?
It's not about the girl. The girl dancing on the table. My God, I haven't seen that movie in ages. Where the guy eats the cake.
That's
The guy, the
true.
kid.
Yeah,
Billabong.
that's a fucking good movie.
man.
I've got a
That's a good-
list. I've got a list of weird places in Australia too. I'll bring up a little later. But what's a
Okay, yeah.
billabong? Now I gotta
It's a
look it
You
up.
just said it's a swampy river.
It's a swampy river.
Isn't that the guy's name who made Phineas
It's also-
and Ferb?
someone
No,
also
that was
said it's-
Swampy Marsh, I think.
It's a clothing brand in California, which
Yeah,
is true. Just like Quicksilver, Rip Curl. These, I'm not even sure these brands. You'd know what these brands are.
Billabong.
Billabong. So it was a surfing brand, and that's very, very true. Twiggy, may I please be excused to let my cat out?
You may.
Thank you so much, and I'll be
Of
back
course.
momentarily.
All right, guys.
Alright,
He's
now
got
that
his
he's gone,
headphones out.
let's
We
talk
can
some
talk
shit.
all the shit we want. All right, you
I
first,
saw his
Bruggs.
backpack.
What?
Maffsy's too nice. Okay, he's too nice. He's too
He
forgiving.
is.
He's willing to give me too many chances. I'm tired
He even
of it.
forgave Mr. 77.
Who?
The ladyboy lover.
Interesting.
He
The
knows who he
lady
is.
boy lover. Michelangelo, you're kind of quiet. I'm going to raise your voice. What's a
Yeah.
speeding ticket? What does that mean? Guys, what's a speeding ticket? The chat's saying
shut
speeding
up.
ticket.
Keem doesn't even enforce that rule. That thing's dog shit.
What's the rule?
You're not
Speeding
supposed to walk
ticket.
away from the show when you're a host.
He's a guest.
I know, so it doesn't really
goodbye,
matter.
Twiggy.
Oh, that's
Alright, speeding
$1,000.
ticket.
I guess that's how.
$1,000.
That's the end of Aussy, guys. Okay, bye.
No, guys. I was still here though. I could hear you. I was still
Twiggy,
here.
where
And
did
and
you
I could talk
go?
because I have a wireless mic. So,
Okay.
Twiggy.
There's a ghost behind
I
you.
haven't seen Gamer in a while. I was a bit rude to
Yeah.
Gamer because he kept on hopping on the show and telling me things the chat was saying when I could read the chat. And he did it like 5 times. It was bad, and I feel bad. I was mean. I was a mean
it's a-
person.
Twiggy,
I got
have you-
lost in the sauce.
have
The
you
hot
seen?
sauce.
What have I
Have you
seen?
seen the polls in the main chat from Jethro to see if he thinks that you and him or Eric and you should be a host on Aussy?
Yes, I have seen the polls.
And everyone always votes for Eric and you.
I
not like a
told
drink already,
Jethro
Maffsy.
that Jethro needs to, take
Oh,
it a bit
and-
easy when it comes to that whole thing.
You got to give shit to Glammy too because she was on Rewind yesterday and she copied Jethro with a SpongeBob background. Only
Um,
Jethro's allowed to do that
Why would I give? Why?
because she thinks she's cool because she
But-
got a green screen.
But what does that have to do with me?
Because
you're
Jethro's your
Jethro's bestie.
number. Yeah, he's the number 1 Twiggy fan, and I'm
He
the
is
number
the
2
number
Twiggy
one
fan.
Twiggy fan. But I think he's a little more than that.
He's in love with you.
Listen.
I don't know about all that.
Crazy accusation.
Local life colors.
I don't know about all that. But Maffsy, Bruggs, SSO Michelangelo, I'll let you stick around for a little more. Anybody else who
Yay.
wants to call in, feel free to hop in waiting. You can let me know exactly what you think about me. But I've got a little list of places up in Australia. Have any of you heard of a place called Humpty Doo?
Can't say I have.
No.
It's
However,
in the Northern Territory. Humpty Doo.
every time you say one, I'll counteract one with I
Alright.
think somewhere that Australians will actually know. Now, I will first say, do you know about Australians' giant? It's called the giant things.
I don't.
So we have these landmarks, and I remember them as a kid, where it was like the giant banana, or the big banana,
Mm.
the
Banana.
big I was going to say the Big Apple. Jesus Christ, it's not a problem when you hang out with too many Americans. Like the giant lobster, and there was one near
Giant
my
lobster.
hometown called the giant
Giant
abalone.
koala? Abalone.
The giant abalone, right? Which is in Victoria, and it looks like a giant female genitalia.
Mm.
And it has been a staple of Australia.
So you guys are gooners.
But I will counteract your one with a place called Wagga Wagga.
Wagga wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
I do know Wagga Wagga.
Is Twiggy looking up the giant abalone?
There's a giant shrimp.
Yeah, it's giant everything. You can go coast to coast and just tour the giant things in Australia. There's giant everything. Anything you can think of, there's a giant version of it.
A giant dick.
No, anything. No, you call me the gooner. Giant koala, giant crocodile, the giant. Yeah,
Can we go on a road trip here?
awesome.
Yes.
Hell
Road
yeah.
trip.
I love me some shrimp.
Shrimp are
They
good.
got
We call them prawns,
shrimp.
But
They're part of the
Oh,
road.
giant
the sheep
koala.
one,
There's
the
the
ram,
giant
the
koala.
giant ram.
They got
Yeah,
it all.
the giant things are cool. Now, did you know that that Australia has a place called in Parks, Victoria, that we were actually responsible for giving you the high definition pictures of the moon landing?
Yeah, you
through
mean
our
the ones that
satellite.
were doctored by NASA because the moon doesn't exist?
Oh shit, we need Jaffe in
The
here.
moon doesn't exist.
Yeah, the moon does not exist. The
We're
moon
not
is
part of your
artificial.
conspiracies.
It's not there.
Okay.
This is the Madhouse time
go to the
slot,
moon.
So
Prove that
Well, I
it's real.
can't just go to
Nobody's
the moon.
been to the moon since they said they went to the
I
moon.
can't go to
Why
the
has
moon.
nobody
I've been
been to the
drinking.
moon since like the 60s?
You have to get on SpaceX with Elon Musk.
Nah, bro. The Van Allen radiation belt, man, it's impenetrable. Anything that goes through it burns up. All right? Nobody can go to the moon because the moon's not there.
Okay, I've got a really interesting question now, and this kind of, I don't know why this hit me. Have you guys in America? Do you guys have sovereign citizens?
Yeah, we have sovereign citizens. They're not
Like when they-
driving, they're traveling, you know.
But yeah, okay, because I was watching Highway Patrol for all those Australians playing at home. Highway Patrol, where they pull them over and they just say, "Yeah, you can't. You're in fraud. You can't issue me a ticket. This is fraud." I wasn't sure if that was if that was an American. Maybe that's where we got it from. Then
It might be where you got it from. I don't know, but the moon's not real.
oh man.
Stanley Kubrick
Okay.
made the space landing look like it was real, but it wasn't real.
Stanley Kubrick did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your favorite Stanley Kubrick movie?
I just made that up. I couldn't remember the dude's name, so I said Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite Stanley Kubrick movie?
Yeah, 238 viewers is insane. And you know what? Tomorrow we'll be at 300. Actually, tomorrow I got to go get my car from Wings. So we won't be streaming.
Oh,
Just let him have it,
are
mate.
you gonna knock on the door?
I'm going to go and get my car.
Are
You're
you
gonna give
gonna
him a
knock
big
on the
old
door
hug.
and say, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna grab my car"? Do you reckon it's
No.
boxed in?
I'm
What if
gonna-
it's boxed in?
It won't matter because I'll be able to get it out.
Look, you obviously don't know
How?
the definition of boxed in. What's the American term for boxed in?
If
Cornered?
there's things blocking it in, you know, it's
Yeah,
boxed
well,
in. That's the definition, but that won't be a problem. I've got
Is this a
mounts for
Jeep?
winches
You
on
gonna
the front
elaborate?
and the back. I will be able to move whatever's in my way. I will be able to
So,
push.
so there is absolutely no circumstances where you feel yourself knocking on the door for any reason whatsoever. What if there's a car parked on top of your car?
then I will just drive with both cars.
It's kind of like a freebie. It's like a 2-for-1.
idea.
Actually, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's
Buy one, get
based.
one free.
That's based. That's based.
based.
Okay.
Buy one, get one free,
I'm trying
baby.
to find a situation where you have to knock on his door.
We've
Can
got
someone
lure
help me?
victims back. I'm gonna swap you out, SSO Michelangelo, but I may allow you to come back.
Okay.
What if he
I love
ate
you.
your car? Would you knock on the door then?
Yeah.
Bye.
What if the car's been abused?
What if they just... What if he's
Lure
just
of
slapping the
victims.
car up?
Are you there?
I am here.
Do you have any
It is
advice
Hey.
on getting my car back from Wings?
And
Yeah,
all the
my
moon being
advice
fake.
would-
Sorry.
My advice would, what's up? My advice would be don't just sell your car to Wings at this point. Don't go back.
I'm going.
Like no, don't Twiggy, don't.
I'm doing it.
You know,
Twiggy.
he's gonna drag you into his bull honky.
I have a plan.
Oh, honky.
I have a plan.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I
what does that
didn't
mean?
know I was gonna get pulled in here. I just want to say Adidas or is Adidas or is it Adidas?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas. Adidas. Yes. I got a couple subs in my channel who are from Australia and they argue with me all the time about Adidas.
Adidas.
And I have
Do they say the
Adidas.
abbreviation of what it stands for? Or is that an Australian thing? Like when I
no,
was-
they have told me what the
Okay.
abbreviation is, but Adidas.
WebTech simplified for $1.99. What if he has taken the wheels off? Well, I have the serial numbers for the wheels, for one. I have the serial numbers for, well, not technically. I have the DOT numbers for the tires. And then, I mean, if my car was, like, impounded or something, I'll just get it out, I guess. Like, I'll figure it out. It'll be all right.
Get it out. That's a good idea.
It'll be all
That'll
right.
be
Look, he has a
fine.
face,
Alright.
everybody. He's a
Oh, I
person.
have a face.
I'm gonna pep
That's
this up.
stunning.
I'm just gonna go and grab myself a shoe, an Adidas shoe, for Laura victims, and do a shoey out of an Adidas shoe, just because. Let's show
Just call me Saul.
Twiggy
I love calling me
personally
Saul.
what a shoey is all about, and I will grab an Adidas shoe for you. And
Adidas.
let me just do that momentarily.
If I
You
had
can
some
just
beer,
call
I'll
me
do a
Saul.
shoey.
A lot
but
of
I
people
don't.
know
Adidas.
me as Saul Goodman YT.
Oh, Saul Goodman,
Oh.
YT.
Did y'all just hear that plane fly over my house?
Yeah,
That's good.
well, I protest. I came from this community because I was protesting a cult.
What are you protesting?
Ology.
Scientology?
Yeah. Oh!
Were you
Yeah.
a member of Scientology?
No, I know a few ex-members
Oh, you
and
know a
people
few
who were
ex-members.
abused.
Would you like to tell us
So
about that?
this is not a cult. Oh, drama. But I protested in Sacramento and LA. The blue building, the big blue building, I was there. You can go on my channel. I have my lives up there and the people I met. I also protested in Sacramento against Scientology. It's a whole different universe. I was also in the true crime universe. So there's a many universes that's known of. And this is the first time I've actually gone on a bigger panel.
I think he died.
No,
Don't
no,
let him
no.
get you. Don't let him
My-
get you. You lock those doors, brother. Jesus.
Scientologists are going to get him.
don't
Have you
look,
ever had them come after you?
throw- Yes, they have
Ooh.
had PIs at my door. They've had I can't say I've been hacked by Scientology directly, but some of my haters have tried to hack my systems.
Do you think that the moon is real? I
The
don't.
moon is real, but it's made of cheese. It's made of cheese.
Well, now everything
That's-
you've said before that is discredited.
No, I think he's
Now
right.
I don't know what to
Oh.
believe.
Are we
Have you
talking
seen the
like
moon?
The moon is cheese, and
The moon's not
the
real.
Earth is cookie.
Mm.
So, what is the weirdest,
hungry.
most unexplained circumstance, interaction, just situation you've ever been in?
You gotta love this Jaffe time slot.
God, in real life, like
Yeah,
so
in real life.
I've got the was meeting one of my biggest at that point people I followed on YouTube, and then had him try to promote me when I already had more followers than him. There's a whole long story about that DOA and yeah.
DOA, isn't that Dead on Arrival?
Well, he goes by Defender of Ant.
Is this is it just me, or does he look like internet comment etiquette? Does anyone know who internet comment
I
etiquette
know,
is?
but I feel like we have a mysterious person in here. Have you ever had any interactions with federal government agents?
No, thank God. Oh, people want me to have interactions with federal government agents, but no. I go at scammers, grifters, and cults. That's how the Lolcow universe somehow magically meshed into my fucking algorithm.
Is this Jaffe as an alt?
Would you consider us a cult?
I don't like Jaffe. No, absolutely
That's
not.
interesting.
I think you're a group of individuals who have a liked cause.
Like a cult?
Well, I mean, you could say cult, but look, Twiggy, if Team told you to jump off a bridge today, would you do it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, hang on. No. Let's steer away from that.
It depends on the bridge, and it depends on if we're like bungee jumping. Or like cliff diving, because I like cliff diving. I think it's fun. So it depends on the bridge.
I mean, I'd cliff dive for Mike. I mean, just saying, or Tina. I'd cliff dive for them.
Where does this sense of sort of deep diving into just the niche sort of mindset of the things that people where does this mindset come from? Were you born with the upbringing?
Hello, David.
Here.
Jaffe.
This is exactly where's this sort of mindset come from? Were you grown up as sort of a person that was more drawn to look at the broader spectrum of society, or did you do this through research or some sort of spiritual experience?
I did it more through personal experience, so I don't want to get too deep into my personal story on a live like this, but
that's understandable.
My father, I will say, is a abusive individual, and so I decided and learned as a child about like narcissist and abuse. So that's my history.
Well, I don't want you to deep dive into that because obviously that's something that's traumatic. It was more so the topic of you're obviously a very open-minded individual, and you're someone who has the mindset of someone that is open to the sort of minds, the sort of thoughts that not the everyday person has. So, and I think I'm glad that Jaffe could probably articulate this a lot better than I am. Jaffe, have you been following this guy?
No, I literally was coming over to see how Twiggy was doing because I was worried about the young lad from yesterday. And I literally, it's like kismet. I hear this person go, I don't like Jaffe. And then I'm like, oh, well, I probably don't like this prick either. Let's fucking have a conversation. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I just figured, hello.
Jaffe, I have no issue personally.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are.
Fuck you,
don't start.
I'm trying to be nice.
I'm
trying to be
to my face. To my face. When
to your face.
So what is your? Hang on. Let me just jump in the middle, right? What is your beef with Jaffe? When I mentioned Jaffe to you, and I said you remind me of Jaffe because you have this open mindset of someone that's really, in Australian terms, because we're on an Aussie show, we say out to lunch. We'd
Out
say
to
you're
lunch.
out to lunch.
Oh.
You're out to lunch, right?
You're out to
so,
lunch.
And I mean, saying that you remind me, I thought it was a Jaffe alt because you're talking about things that are extremely open-minded.
Let's get
Now,
back to talking
you-
about them.
You said that Jaffe. Sorry, you said that you don't like Jaffe after I associated you with him. So what is your? We also like-minded. So please take it away.
So my problem with Jaffe, I mean, like, I'm just getting into the Lolcow universe and all this stuff. Jaffe, you're not covering a lot of the cults that you could be covering. Like, I think Madhouse has a very, very wide berth for like going at different cults. I mean, you got the LDS. Let's not talk about them, but we got Scientology.
Well, let's talk
I know
about them.
Oh God,
Okay,
The Latter-day
so-
Saints.
First
You
off,
know-
remember when you said he's out to lunch? I'm always out to lunch because I'm fat. I had to do the joke. Now, I'm not gonna let a joke go, even if it's not a good one. Shut up, Twiggy. Don't judge my jokes. Listen, Twiggy. As for cults, though, I think cults are fucking fascinating as fuck. We only get 2 hours a night. Give me 4 hours. Tell Keemstar we'd love to do more. In fact, Tech, when he comes,
I would love for you to get more information on cults and have.
Well, I don't want to do a
the
whole cult.
outlet.
I don't want every episode to be about cults, but I find all cults, including Christianity, including Judaism, Islam, it's all cults. I would love to talk about, and it's not like I can't, the fact that Scientology doesn't pay taxes or any of these places don't pay taxes is fucking ridiculous to me. So, hey, man.
I don't think anybody should pay taxes. I'm done with taxes.
Okay, well,
I had to do that once.
To be honest, I don't think people should be at taxes, but religion, you can't hide behind the guise of a religion when you're abusing individuals. Like, I mean, there's alleged human trafficking, sexual abuse. I mean, I've met people who were ex-Scientologists in person. Liz Ferris, Laura FM. I've actually met these people. And they're YouTubers, and they're really going out against the church and being very vocal about it. And there's a whole nether Lolcow community, I'll call it, with a bunch of other people involved in this, and I'm one of them. Like, oh God, they could go at me for days. I go at them for days. Like, my channel has been around for a minute, and I've been in several communities. True crime. So that's where I came from, Jeffy. Was true crime.
Great. I love all these things, by the way. But what are we talking about? I mean, it's your show. It's not my. I just came in because you were being, you said something, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, I don't necessarily dislike you, Jaffe. I just
yes, you do. You said you did. No, come on.
I did say that. I did say that.
Come on, man.
You're right. I did say I don't like Jaffe.
Here's what we're gonna do.
But
Here's what we're gonna do. Right?
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Twiggy, should I leave? I'll leave in a heartbeat.
No, Jaffe, you're more than welcome to stay. But I think that you both have interesting minds, right? And I'd like to see these interesting minds clash in a little bit of a debate.
About what?
I would love it.
Jaffe, do you think that the Lolcow universe is a cult?
Not by definition of cult, but
not by definition.
I think there are absolutely cult-like behaviors, and if they're, and I don't even think Keemstar necessarily wants it to be a cult, but I think if given the wind blowing, let's put it this way, it wouldn't take that much to turn it into something that checks all the boxes. But I don't think it checks all the boxes of a cult at this point.
All right, you know what? Then what would to each of you, and I'll let Jaffe start, or should I let Lore Victim start? I might let Lore Victim start. What would your ideal cult be?
If I were to have a cult?
Mm-hmm.
What a question. Mean, oh God, if I were to have a cult, it would be a cult like, Keemstar's not wrong because he exposes scammers and victims in the same. Like, I fell into this through Michael and Tina. Mm-hmm. And that I followed Michael for a while. And then I didn't realize he was in this Lolcow universe. So, like, Keem has a good mindset for a universe, but he's slowly creeping towards a cult because you've shaved your hair, right, Twiggy, for Keem.
I just did it because I thought it'd be funny. But your ideal cult,
But
though,
wasn't that a
was the
punishment?
question.
But Becky, which I have a very big problem with, shaved her head because that was a punishment.
Mhm.
This punishments could fall under like you're unaligned from the group, so we need to realign you to the group, which group and cult could be co-mingled. So you could say, well, fatty, what's her name? Fatty Beauty, or the eating community could be technically a cult. But where it doesn't cross is the monetary value. That's where it's getting kind of, the money is getting kind of, in my opinion. So money goes to Keem. You guys get a cut of that. I don't know how much. I'm not in the NDAs. I don't know how much you guys make for your shows. But does Keem make a significant income off of your guys' shows?
Well, I think I can speak to that better than most because and again, I'm not, you don't have to be a fucking, Sherlock Holmes to figure out that a number of us have other channels on YouTube, even though
Not me.
well, hang on, where we've signed contracts and stuff, so we're not really, we're not allowed on these channels to.
But
promote those
ideal
channels.
cult.
Okay, but what I'm saying though, and I think it's seriously relevant to your question, is so I can tell you that I wouldn't have signed a contract or I wouldn't have made an agreement with Keemstar if I didn't feel that the terms were favorable. However, what I can tell you as a guy who has a smaller channel who's been doing it for a very long time, my viewership has grown substantially because I am taking advantage, aka we take advantage of each other. That's sort of what a reciprocal business relationship is.
Right,
because he has built a really good platform to reach a lot of other people. So the pay is good and fair. And also he offers things, at least to me, that I haven't been able to do on my own without the structure he's built. So I look at it like right now, anyway, it is a very
It's
healthy,
a reciprocal thing.
Absolutely.
He
I
gives
can't
you-
speak to anyone else because I don't know their terms. But for us at Madhouse, it's quite good.
So while,
and that's what I'm
give
trying
me
to-
1 second. While we're letting this
Yeah.
conversation continue, we have an hour to go. And for this last hour, every 20, I'm dumping mustard on my head. We're pulling a wings.
How about
You're
every
dumping
20?
mustard on
How about
your head?
20
Are you
we call
serious?
Scientology? We could.
Yeah.
I mean, I got numbers.
Ring them up.
Yeah, let's just call them.
I got them. I got 4 numbers in my book. I can call
Let's
them
ask
right
him
now.
to speak to
I got-
Xenu. You know?
What?
mean,
Yeah,
that was-
Still
Lord
do the
Jesus.
mustard, though. 1's for mustard, 2 for Scientology. All right?
I mean, that was
And we
the
can ask
worst
him
thing
what-
that ever happened was
If
that got
OT9
leaked.
has been released. So let me know. I mean, I got phone numbers. I got
think we're not going to
Scientology
call
phone numbers.
random phone numbers on the stream. I think that, we can
No.
call the public
No,
the
I have
public
Scientology.
Scientology phone number. But random phone numbers, I'm not
Yes.
going to do that. That's probably not a wise idea.
No.
I think that's
I will.
unwise.
I will.
Wiggy, if
I
you
can
called
prove
random
that
phone
they're all
numbers, who would be upset with you?
Those random people who could send
Who
a
el-
hit out after me.
Okay.
I don't know
I'm
these
just trying
A
to.
people.
hit.
Yeah.
I'm just
Based on
trying
a
to.
phone
All
call.
right, I've already had one person try to put a hit out on me, okay? That's enough.
Who was that?
Mr.
Scientology
Based.
has a hit out on me.
He said he
have a
did. He
whole
didn't
OSA
actually.
Group. OSA has a whole group against me. So, like, Operation of Special Affairs, OSA, they already know who Saul Goodman is.
And nobody knows where the fuck, what's his name, Muscovich, his wife is. I think she's on a boat somewhere because those boats are
Miscavige, David
Miscavige,
Miscavige's
right, yeah.
wife.
those are
Yes.
slave ships, baby.
She's alive. She's fine.
She probably is alive. She probably
actually-
very much is alive.
So,
but
There
ain't
are
happy.
rumor through the security field that she's definitely alive.
She's alive.
She's
She's fine.
alive,
in control.
but she's very, very much hidden. She's ooh.
That's because she's the one who
David
runs
won't let
everything.
her.
She's the woman
I want
behind
you
the
to
curtain.
think. I want you to think about how brilliant Scientology is for the sociological aspect of it for a moment, though, because it's traditional religions are so ingrained into our societies now that it's hard sometimes for people to get a 30,000-foot view and go, how insane are these things that we're being asked to believe? Right? Because they don't do it, because it's just indoctrination since the day they were born, really. But when it comes to Scientology, when you literally have L. Ron Hubbard putting wires into a tomato, we see photos of it with an e-meter, and he's trying to communicate with the fucking tomato. And it's like, this is batshit.
What do you think
And
a
we
tomato
actually-
would say?
He would say, "Get this fucking weird shit off me, you cult
Get
fuck."
this Satan off of
Probably,
me.
yeah, that
God
makes
dang,
sense.
who is?
The demons got him.
Oh, what the?
They got him.
Jesus.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
What
You
did he say?
okay
Get
there,
this
buddy?
thing off of me?
Did the Scientologist get you?
Oh shit.
Hello?
It's a tomato. It's the killer tomato. No.
Lore
Got 'em.
victims, did they get you?
Oh, I can just hear the thetans crawling all over his body.
And he's gone.
Another one got LRH.
Bro,
another one.
we just watched a guy get caught by the Scientologists live.
That's pretty cool, though. Tom Cruise came in.
Exclusive content. Exclusive.
All right, well, I was just coming in to fight the haters, baby. So, you guys be well.
You were the
Enjoy your-
worst therapist I've ever hired. You
Hey,
got me
listen.
nowhere.
Whoa.
I got you everywhere. Therapy only works if you listen, if you do the work. You don't show up and get talked to when you're cured. You have to go, okay, what is this guy or girl saying? Integrate it into my life, the stuff that works for me, that makes sense. Throw out the stuff that doesn't. But it's been less than 24 hours, and you're expecting a cure-all. That's not how it works.
It should be.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's a waste of
totally-
time.
We'll get there. We will absolutely get there, but we're not there yet. It'll be probably a million years.
We'll
right.
try it. We'll try it again, maybe.
No. All right, you guys have fun. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Jeffy.
Bye.
See you, Jeffs.
Love that guy and hate that guy, but mostly love that guy.
Beautiful bastard he is.
Beautiful.
So,
Don't get
how are we
British
going
on
to
me.
rescue lore victims from the Scientologists? I think we need
I
to
mean,
plan a heist.
Order pizzas to their
do.
house?
Also, is there anything that would be more entertaining to put on my head than mustard?
Yeah.
I should
Spiders.
butter myself.
You doing a proper shoey.
I'll.
Do a mustard shoey.
I
Yeah.
can do an actual shoey. I have one drink. Just been
Thank you.
sitting in my
Thank you.
fridge for months.
So, okay.
Please do.
All right, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen.
But I ain't doing
I'm
a
gonna
$20
demonstrate-
shoey. We ain't doing $20
going to-
shoeys. One each for 20.
I
But
will-
if they want anything
Okay.
more than that, they got to give 50 for us both to
Should
do
I-
one.
Should I demonstrate what it actually is? Because what was the fucking bullshit where someone put the fucking bottle in
That
the
was
fucking
me.
shoe? And
That was me.
hang on. I was
That was
waiting for
me.
I was waiting for an acceptance. That was a bait. So the reason for that was
That was Boogie's shoe. That's disgusting.
so a shoey is
Mhm.
meant to be disgusting.
Yeah, but not mm-mm. I've seen Boogie's feet. I've seen Boogie's feet in person, bro. You don't. Mm-mm.
Come on, dude.
No. No. No.
I
Mm-mm.
know they're covered in
Okay.
fungus, but you do take it for the team.
It's about okay. Well, look, should I demonstrate what a shoey is, and then we'll get some donos to get Twiggy to do one, because Twiggy is clearly against the shoey. However, I want to see how disgusting that shoe is. I wear these shoes every single fucking
I will
day.
allow you to do a demonstration shoey for $10.
Done. Let's go. A demonstration shoey is going to happen for $10, guys. Chuck in your demonstrations because I'm thirsty as fuck.
Brugs,
It's,
are you gonna do a shoey?
It's 4 a.m.
I'd have to find something.
The
I'll have to
only
take a
shoe I
look.
have I can do a shoey out of that'll actually like hold the liquid
It's gonna be a
is
croc.
white. It's
You know,
not-
I'm gonna
it's
look
not
right
the
now.
croc.
How about that? I'll be back.
It's not the croc.
Oh, did you see the push that he did? The push
Oh, he just
Briggs
walked
is
in.
at-
He just disappeared into the darkness.
into the abyss.
He
into
literally
the
went
abyss.
into the abyss. It was
I
the
like the
Bunyip.
roll that you've got going on.
He's gone. Yeah, I like rolling. It's fun.
How did you come back so hard without like pulling the desk off the thing? Hang on, what? All right, while Briggs is gone, what have you got left on the docket to talk about? Because I wanted to mention how shit DHL was, which is something that I think I've covered. But what have you got left while Briggs is gone? Let's get something for some shoeys happening while he's gone.
Well, I've just got, right now we have the rest of the interesting town names in Australia. Like Useless
Town name.
Loop is one of the more, normal ones, believe it or not. But then we've got Licking Hole. It's a place near Oberon. I think it's called Oberon. In New South Wales. We've got Spanker Knob. Spanker Knob is another place. Don't even know where it is. There's one that I cannot pronounce, but it's Mamungkakumparakantia. Yeah. Did I say that right?
You're the one telling the story, mate.
Did I? There's a place called. Apparently, there's a place called Bullshit Hill.
Yeah, well, there's okay, and I'll counter them with American ones that I know. Poo Poo Creek.
Yep.
Okay, and okay, then now you do one.
Oh, that was all. Well, there's one more that we have, and it's Guy's Dirty Hole.
These aren't real places.
They're real
bro.
places, bro.
Okay, and PP Hill. I only know this from the guy that did the bike ride from PP something to Poo Poo Creek. Have you ever seen that video? He went from so he wanted to ride his bike, and he raised a lot of money actually. So he went from Poo Poo something to PP something. I don't even fucking know.
I don't
But
have
he went from-
anything.
All right, look, Maffsy, I wouldn't lie to you. All right, I may be a
hope
lot of
not.
things, but one thing I'm not is a liar. Okay. Here's a map of Guy's Dirty Hole.
I'll show you the map to my dirty hole. Oh, it's in Tasmania. Okay, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, okay.
He's
So
got
Tasmania is a place that we have a cruise ship that used to go. Actually, maybe still. It used to go out of the port of Melbourne, but I think it now goes out of the port of Geelong, and it goes to Tasmania. Now, this stretch of water is called Bass Strait. It is the worst stretch of water
Why?
to go on a cruise ship with.
Why?
Because I think because it's really rocky, because it goes between the country,
Mm-hmm.
and we've just got shit waters. I went on a cruise recently with my wife. It was shit.
I love
We
going.
were
there.
promised all this bullshit. We were going to get off at Kangaroo Island to do all this awesome shit.
Gafgarian
yes.
for $19.99.
Gaffy.
I'll read the message in a second, but finish your
Beautiful.
point, Maffsy.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't want to cut off Gaff Garen. I love Gaff. He's a beautiful sort of person. So I went on a cruise with my wife, and it was just advertised as this beautiful cruise. And I never want to go on a fucking cruise again because it was rocky. It was shit. My wife got seasick. We took our mums. They got seasick. It was shit. The waters around Australia are so rocky and so shit. But it's just, Bass Strait is meant to be some of the worst stretch of water. So we've got this overnight thing that goes to Tasmania. It's not even part of our fucking country. Whatever. Fuck Tasmania. So if you should bring up something, my dirty hole, and it's in Tasmania, I believe
Just
it.
fuck it off.
I believe it. Yeah, fuck it off.
But Gaff said,
Gaffgarian.
he said, "Morning, fellas, drink up. Tell us all about the Lily Dell vampire." Jaffe would appreciate that one. Also, love you, Maffsy. Tell Bruggs to back the F off. You're mine. Twiggy, you're cool. I guess. So now this means I have to do a Shoey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll
Oh
be
my
right
God,
back.
guys.
Hold it down.
So, I'll hold it down. So,
down,
guys, if you don't
alrighty.
know what an actual shoey is, you might have seen Twiggy doing a shit shoey. We call it a shit shoey, where he puts the bottle in the shoe. Now, I feel like that was a scam, and I will hold Twiggy to that value. I've got a cat that is just climbing shit right now. He's doing all sorts of fucking bullshit. Right?
Fucking
So
adorable.
the real definition of shoey is the drink gets poured in the shoe and you drink it out of the shoe. Who gives a fuck what shoe it is? Okay, that's the definition of a fucking shoe. It's meant to be disgusting.
Yeah.
It's done by people that are drunk. So to do a sober shoey is so much more respectable and somewhat weird. It's fucking weird if you're sober. But shoeys are meant to be done when a bunch of people are fucking drunk as shit, and it'd be like, give us your fucking shoe, I'll do a shoey. That's what a shoey is. So to do it with Americans where it's just like, I'm gonna do a sober shoey, like this is my morning fucking coffee, bro, weird as fuck. So this is a fucking special sort of experience, and it sort of doesn't hold the same definition of an actual shoey. Like, Briggs, am I speaking out of tongue here, or is
No,
everything else
that's
sounding
completely right.
Yeah,
Completely right.
it's weird. Like, we used to go to this thing in Adelaide, which is a place in the south of Australia, and there was a drift festival. I used to run the drift festival there and do commentary. And it was just people everywhere, like on the top of bonnets of cars, and we're just passing shoes around. I know how disgusting this sounds, right? But when you're shit faced, which is a term, do Americans say shit faced?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, they
What would
might
they
say
say?
shit
Just
faced. They say
blast?
just
No, not even
they
plastered.
blasted. Wow.
Absolutely.
No, so
disgusting.
they'd say something like yeah. I'm not
What
sure
is this?
what would be the definition of, do Americans say shit faced?
Like, what do they
He
say
looks
when they're
disgusted. He
extremely
looks
drunk?
disgusted. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, he's got a loafer. That's a loafer. I may as well do it out of my fucking Ugg boot. It's like doing it out of this.
This is all I got.
No, that's not a shoe. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so we were for those that have already heard it. We were discussing how a sober shoey, is that really a shoey? But
I got some hard cider.
this is the cutest exclusive shoey I've ever seen. It's fucking adorable. But yes, okay, cool. Let's hit it up, Twigs. Go get it, man.
And also,
We have
you had
two.
20 from
Do I
Saul
do
Goodman.
both shoeys or do we both do a shoey? Because we've got 40 now because we've got Saul Goodman, YT, for $20, who says, I have shit internet. Thank you guys for having me up. Of course. Of course.
That's Laura Victims.
That
yeah.
is lore victims.
That's a good one.
So
to
do I
for
do
you,
two
yeah.
or do one of you want to join me?
No. We'll go 1v1. We'll go 1v1. We're doing it out of a loafer. For
It's a
fuck's
nasty
sake.
loafer.
And I need to.
Fucking hell.
Okay, this is so this was for lore of out to lunch that I grabbed the Adidas for him.
I don't even
So
know.
Twiggy, let me walk you through it. Sweetheart. Okay, so let me just grab him. Yeah. All right. No, it's okay. It's okay. You're a beautiful sort of man. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna get the shoe. The shoe goes in one hand and the beer goes in the other hand. The beer, we just call anything alcoholic, we just call it a beer. It's just easier. So we just go hand in hand.
Give me a second.
What are you doing? Oh, wow.
My man's. Hang on. Dog shit on the bottom of my shoe? No, it's chewing gum. Alright, never mind.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell.
Alright.
I hope my
Okay,
wife's
so
not
Twiggy-
watching.
My wife's asleep, and I heard the door close, so she's. But anyway, so it's 4:20 a.m. for those playing at home.
There's a hair in it.
So the,
She's watching.
shoe in one hand, beer in the other. Okay. And I want to see that on camera with you. We're going to do this together. We're doing this together, Twiggy. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. Okay, cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to start to slowly pour the drink into the shoe. Okay? Yep. Yep, that goes in there, my friend. Yep, beautiful. And now what you say? Oh, yeah, okay. A bit of a slow pour. Okay. Come on. It's starting to seep through my soul. I've got to wear these in a couple of hours.
Let's do
The
it.
family of it. All right, my friend. You say on your C word. I don't know if we can say
I'm not
C
saying
word.
that.
On you guys.
On you, mate.
On you, champ. See, look at the performance here. We got Maffsy full tilted at 90-degree angle. And you got Twiggy here at fucking, what is this, 20-degree angle? You fucking... What are you doing? There you go. Maffsy's fucking staunched that. Twiggy's still going. How was that, Twiggy?
I didn't like that.
Come on.
My
dude.
wife's blowing
It's
up
a
my phone
fucking
right
Shoey.
now.
No, she's not.
Oh, buddy. She said, I
then
actually
you-
hate you. Like, I'm not kidding.
She didn't say that. Well, you know what?
She-
Tell her. Yeah, but this is the thing, the difference between you and me. Where I'm going to go back to bed, and you're actually getting paid for this.
Bro. Focus. Focus!
No. We don't.
She ain't happy.
Get a croc. No way she said
Well-
get a croc.
Does she realise that you're on a show called Aussy, and you're going to be the world's greatest Australian by definition?
That-
You know what we should actually do?
I
which
should be
would have
trained.
been great.
You should train
No.
me.
Next time, I think Twiggy needs to take the Australian citizenship test.
Oh,
Mm.
that's interesting.
Yeah, because
That
we
would be
need
fun.
to actually make it official where you do the actual Australian citizenship test. I don't know, like some of the questions, the problem is you're going to read chat and you're going to cheat. However, the first thing about being an Australian citizen is wife's approval. So you need to have the wife's approval. And let me just wash down a taste of cat
I
hair
won't
on
have her
fucking-
approval. I gotta earn back her approval after.
Dean in the chat just said Twiggy is a simp.
What do you mean? No. So the thing that follows a shoey is putting the shoe back on. You know, there's a lot to a shoey.
Yeah.
As I said while you were gone, it's done as like it's done as a passer. There's still liquid in that shoe. Yeah, bro. It's a wet shoe. What are you talking about? You never had a wet shoe before? You can't have snow.
I don't like having a wet shoe. Like if I'm wearing socks and I step in like a wet spot, like a puddle on the floor, bro, it grosses me out for the rest of the day, bro. I can't do it.
Do you have snow? Do you have snow
I'm
where you
off
are,
it.
Twig?
Not right now.
No.
Do you not remember
No,
when
but
it
do you-
snowed here and I accidentally put my Jeep in a ditch?
No, we don't get snow.
We get snow.
Not
Can
at
you
all.
get some? Can you get some feels for this country that we don't get snow? We get the freezing fucking temperatures, but we don't get snow.
Yeah,
It's
it's fucked
bullshit.
up.
When was the last time? Has it ever snowed in Australia in recent history?
Look, it snows, and we've got like these, like the tops of mountains where you go there and you
Yeah.
can go skiing, and you pay fucking like $900 for like a ski pass, but you can we get like the occasional bit of snow at the top of a mountain, but you can't just go out your front door and get snow. It's never happened in my whole lifetime in anywhere in Australia,
No.
anywhere at all.
Are you ready for your
And
American road trip where you get to see snow, not on mountains?
Oh, It's the start of January.
True. Yeah.
So this is my plan. I've got someone that's going to be driving the whole time because I don't want to drive. I can't be trusted. Plus, I want to drink the whole time.
Yeah, me
Briggs
too.
is not driving. I've just learnt that he's had a license for less than a year, so he's not fucking driving. So we're going Texas to Florida in an RV.
Yeah, we are.
Is that dangerous, Tweak? Oh, I don't even know.
If you have you ever driven in an RV?
I've driven an RV, yes. I love RV camping. I absolutely adore it. It's amazing.
I've never driven in an RV. I drove a bus
Well,
once.
It's some shit. You're distracted, Twiggy.
I'm
Don't
in
look at
trouble.
this.
Look at your phone,
I'm in
you
trouble.
wanker.
I'm in
No, no, no,
trouble.
no, no, no.
It's not
No,
good.
You know,
Not
the
good.
best thing to get you out of trouble is another shoey.
No,
Bruce.
that was my wife's
let's-
drink.
So that's why you're in trouble because you drank her
bloody-
drinks.
You naughty boy.
So the
you.
truth comes out now. Okay, the truth comes out. It wasn't the shoey. It was because you drank her drinks.
That's no good, Twiggy.
Dude, I
You're
look
doing
like
the
I'm
wedding
sick
smile.
and dying,
You're doing
bro.
the wedding.
The
you're doing the
COVID
wedding
is
smile.
killing me.
Oh, I forgot you've got COVID. Hang on, proper confirmed COVID, bro. You've had one drink. You know how much I wish I was at fat camp with you, man.
Dude, it was fun. But I
Oh,
really
bro.
didn't drink much at Fat Camp. Web Tech
Well,
Simplified for $1.99. Brugs will be like all the drivers here in Florida.
What's that mean?
Well,
That
Brubs
means
isn't
you're gonna
actually
be-
driving.
Terrible on the road and probably drunk.
I'm a good driver. This is bullshit.
Brugs,
We've
you've had your
we've got a
license for how
Texas-
many months?
I need to fucking hold on. Let me do the math.
Well,
Yeah, do the
less than
math.
a year.
Guys,
That does
Maffsy,
enough.
we've got 10 minutes while he does the math.
Like 8 months.
8
Fuck
months.
Yeah.
8 months. How old are you, Brugs?
Why do you want to know that, dude?
Because,
Answer
I
the
mean,
question.
you're old enough to drink alcohol,
19.
right? That's old enough
Yeah,
in
of course
Australia
I
to
am.
drink alcohol.
That's
19,
old
that's not
enough.
too bad. That's not too bad. I thought you were a little older than that. 19,
I'm
Maffsy.
not 27.
You know what's funny is when I was talking to Americans the other day and they were talking about getting carded, and I've never actually heard that term getting carded.
You've never heard the
So,
term getting carded.
I've never heard no. Because when I go to the bottle shop, we call it the bottle shop or the liquor store that you'd call it. So it says to us if you're over 25, if you look like you're 25 or under, we will ask for ID. But apparently in America it's like 40.
No, dude. Literally, when I worked at a grocery store, there was a lady who walked in. She was 75. She bought a thing of wine. Got to card her, bro. Got to ID her.
Wow. Jesus.
You know she old, bro.
It's
Like
just-
she ain't got much time left. She's trying to get comfortable. That's why she's buying that wine, right? But
It's like
still got a card her.
so getting her card out was going to be literally the last thing she did to
Yeah,
get
dude,
it out.
We had this lady who would come into Piggly Wiggly, right? She had multiple different like kinds of cancer. It was really sad. But it was
Stop for 1 second. Stop the
Piggly
story.
Wiggly.
What the fuck is Piggly Wiggly?
Piggly Wiggly was a grocery store I worked at. Y'all never heard of Piggly Wiggly?
No, bro.
I have heard of it since you told me before.
Wag Tech Simplified for $1.99. Twiggy, have you heard of P plates? No. What's a P plate?
It's
You
a
have-
provisional license.
Hey, hang on a second. Let me just fucking backtrack for a second. When you get your license, you just have your license.
No, I mean you get your provisional license so like when you first get
Oh.
your license here, you can't drive with like more than one passenger.
So
unless
how do you
it's
display
family.
that? How do you display that?
It's
to the
just
public?
your license, your actual license. It doesn't have anything to do with
All
the
right.
license
So in
plate.
Australia, you have plates, P plates that show your
Yeah.
provisional
You
license.
have to
user.
stick it on your window to display
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
are proficient.
I think I've heard something about that.
Okay, yeah,
But,
okay. So
back to Piggly
back to
Wiggly,
Piggly Wiggly. Sorry,
right?
yeah, go.
So there was this lady. She had multiple different like kinds of cancer, and she would just have seizures like in the middle of aisles, like to the point where we knew that somebody needed to follow her around, help her shop. She would take the bus there, but it was interesting because she would always like come back from the seizure and just start making jokes about like how she's like a burden on people. And like at first we thought she was serious about it, so we were like all very sad. And then we realized that this lady literally like I guess she had accepted her situation. So she would literally make jokes about it. And that was her way of I guess coping. And then
Yeah.
2 of the tumors she had, they ended up, they were removed with no problem. But that's the last thing I heard, and that was in 2016, so I have no idea, dude, if she's even still alive. So you're welcome for that's one of the tales from the pig. There's so many more.
So hang on. Piggly Wiggly is a department store or a grocery store?
Grocery store.
It's a grocery store. Okay, because I've only heard of Piggly Wiggly from Kit Boger. Do you know who Kit Boger is?
No, but it was mentioned in The Walking Dead.
Really?
Is that another NBC, ABC? What's
It was
lost?
AMC.
AMC. Oh,
For that.
AMC.
No, it has nothing to do with ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon Lost. Nothing to do
Oh,
whatsoever.
the comedy.
It's a drama, Maffsy.
The rom-com, mate.
But no, dude. So many weird things happened. There was this guy who we literally just we didn't know what his name was. We never really talked to him, but he had a big body, right? He was super tall and he had the tiniest head, right? And we just called him Little Head. But if you've ever seen the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s, he looked just like one of the Goomba things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he looked like. Hold up, let me pull up a visual reference real quick.
Pull that up.
Yeah, I gotta
am
pull that up.
Am I the only person that actually have never seen the Goonies in full? Like, I know the dumb faces and shit, but
We're talking about the
It's
Super
been one of
Mario Brothers movie. And the Goombas.
I saw the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I fell asleep in the cinema.
Oh no, this is the 90s Mario movie. This is a Goomba from the 90s Mario movie. And that's what he looked like.
Oh yes. Okay,
Yeah, that's exactly what he looked like. I'm not even kidding. It was interesting. There was the crazy cat lady, so she would come in only on like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like the day before Christmas and the day before Thanksgiving. And you knew when she walked in immediately, because no matter what part of the store you were in, you could smell it, right? Closer you got to the front of the store, you could smell it. Bro. And the worst part is, it wasn't cat pee you were smelling, it was her pee. And you could just smell it as soon as she walked in. And she had, at one point, she had 19 cats. I don't know if it ever got higher than that. And she would buy a full Thanksgiving meal when she'd come in, turkey and everything. And she would say that she was having, 20 people, over. Or she would say she was feeding 20 with it. And it was her and her, 19 cats.
19 cats. I mean, she didn't lie.
And she got everything, dude. Cranberry sauce, stuffing, the turkey. She would make, what was it? Like broccoli casserole or something? No, green bean casserole.
Oh, yeah.
All of it for her and her cats. And her cats had to be fat. I've never seen the cats, but they were fat.
Speaking of,
A little cat. He's showing his
fuck
eyes.
me. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that Bruggs hates cats?
Bruggs, you hate cats?
I don't hate cats. I don't hate cats.
No.
Where'd this come from?
You're a dog.
Well, yeah, I don't have cats, but I hate cats.
I'm trying to get my cat Sam in here for you, Maffsy.
My
This thing-
sister's allergic to cats.
No, these are hyperallergenic.
What does that even mean?
They don't provoke allergies. They're ragdolls.
Oh, ragdolls.
Different sort of fluff. Different sort of fluff.
He doesn't want to come in here, but
Yeah,
if
I
you
can
look
see,
over
I can see.
here, let me turn my camera. real
adorable.
quick.
They are very adorable. There's that hypoallergenic. Oh, you are
Aw.
set the fuck up for cats. This is oh
That's
Twig.
so nice.
Oh, you're sleepy, Pepper. Huh? I know it's 5 in the morning. You're sleepy.
Maffsy, thank you so much for staying up late. You as well, Brugs.
No.
Well, I woke up early.
I'm so happy to just be, here with the boys.
Yeah, fucking
And the
up the
cats.
boys.
The boys.
Yeah, no, bro. Hey, Twig. Look, at the end of the day, Twig, I think that the show's going to get bounced around, and you took it really hard on yourself because look, at the end of the day, Rastov went to the show. He went to the show. He got the pass to the show, and you took it hard on yourself. I don't give a shit about this drama, and I said this is the start of the show. I'm friends with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone deserves fucking respect until they've done something towards the person that they've done it towards. And I've done fucking Shoeys. I think I've had about 9 beers since I've been here. So I'm going to start to ramble. But
I love your
It's,
rambling, though. I love Maffsy rambling. It makes me happy.
It's fucking
no,
great.
it's
It's great.
just, and I said this to you when I was I messaged you when I was at work because I think you're going to get hard on yourself. And you're, at the end of the day, now Lolcow Aussie is now the Twiggy show because you're.
But I don't want
feel
it to
like,
be the Twiggy show. I want
No,
Rastov to come
because
back.
you were like, this is the thing, Twig. You were like, you don't feel like you know what to do. And this is the thing. Now, this is a brand new show, and people need to realize that you're rebuilding it now by yourself, and that's a huge fucking task. But also, it's a huge task to get dumped on you in a quick second. So don't get hard on yourself because imagine this like a brand new show. So don't get fucking hard on yourself. And I'm here with you. Fucking Bruggs is here. I don't even know whether to call you Bruggs or Briggs because you got 2 different names.
Oh, yeah,
I called
anything,
him
We're-
drugs for a good while.
We're here with you. We support you. This show obviously means a lot to Aussies, and we want to see it succeed. I fucking set my alarm and I wake up at fucking 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning because I want to be here with you, man. And we just want to support the show and be here with you. And it just don't be hard on yourself. We'll get there. It'll happen. And fuck Keemstar. If he wants to fucking come at us, I'll defend this show to the day I fucking die. Okay? So Twiggy, I love you to death, brother. And let's rebuild Aussie and we'll get there. Guys, if you think that maybe the show fell off, fine, it fell off, but it's a new show now. If Rastov isn't a part of it, that's fine. He got a ticket to the show. That's fine. Let's do it, and let's just let's find ways, and we're open to suggestions. So help
More
our
than
boy.
open to suggestions.
Help us help you. That's my favorite comment. Help us help you. So my boy Twig, let's get some fucking ones
Hold
in chat
up.
for Twig.
Hold
And
up.
please like the
Jethro reacts. Aussie fan. That's his name. Says Twiggy is my friend, even though he lied about RTU being on Friday's show. He's still my friend. I didn't lie. Let me just address something real quick, okay? I didn't lie. I've been accused of that a lot lately. Most of it's true. But this is not true, okay? I did not lie.
Really?
No, the time
lie.
slot
You did
changed.
say-
Review Tech was, me and him usually talk later at night. I messaged him. It happens. All right? Review Tech will be on, depending on how things go in the future with the show, because, we're all a little confused on what comes next, It's okay to be confused, right? Right?
I'm always confused. I've
Brooks?
never not been confused.
All right. You know what? Let's talk about something real quick. We've got a little less than 30 minutes left. But
30
Maffsy,
minutes?
you've
Oh,
known
shit.
of me or known me for a pretty long time now. It's been about a year. Or it's getting there with that. A lot of people in the viewer base are disappointed in me. They thought that I was something that I'm clearly not, right? But you've known.
Expand on that.
Well, a lot of people were thinking I was a little more wholesome than I am, or they thought that like the person they were seeing on screen was like a character, right?
Can I interject for a
Yes.
second for that? So you've always been known as the confrontational person until you meet him.
Mhm.
All right. And I get that from every time I've spoken to someone that's had an interaction with Twiggy off camera. So you're talking about the on-camera Twiggy being the off-camera Twiggy. Because I've always associated that with being the same person. And everyone will be like, Twiggy's an asshole, Twiggy's this and that. Brooks, don't yawn while I'm talking, you fucking
I'm so
asshole.
tired. I'm so
No,
sorry.
don't. Yeah, okay. Well, fucking pull yourself together. So that sort of person has always been the Twiggy that I've known. Twiggy will love you when you give him love. Okay? And that's what he deserves, and he will give it back. But respect is earned in this
It is.
community. So, with that said, you please carry on with your rant.
Well, so like Huge Ass says, no, you portrayed yourself as something else. We're not the idiots, you are. I'm not saying anybody's idiots, and I don't disagree that I portrayed myself as somebody else. I didn't have much of a choice. That's what I was told to do. We were starting a show, and I was told by my co-host that nobody wants to see that side of me. People want to see a more wholesome show, people broing out. So I tried to keep that up as long as I could, and it got exhausting. But I've always, like, you can look back throughout my whole online history. It's not a notable history or anything like that. But I've always kind of pushed the envelope, or as some people call it, an envelope, even though it starts with an E. It's confusing.
So, okay, just on that, before you interrupt, I had a conversation with Beans because I was waiting here, like chilling out, waiting for you, waiting for the show, and I got dragged into cafe. Okay, and Beans wanted to associate you as
The
do you know
female
who
Becky.
Salvo?
Or
Do you know
Salvo
who Salvo-
Pancakes. I don't really know, no.
Okay, and I fucking destroyed her for that because I thought, no, don't you dare associate Twiggy with someone else. Twiggy is Twiggy, and let Twiggy create his own personality now that he is hosting the show. Because the thing about trying to associate him as a female Becky or as an equivalent of Salvo Pancakes is fucking insulting. And I stood up for you. I don't know if you saw the end of Cafe.
Oh, I saw it.
Everyone go back and watch fucking Cafe because no, how fucking dare you associate my Twiggy like that? Because Twiggy's been put in a situation where, you know what, this is just going to seem like a fucking jerk session. But this is what I stand behind. I stand behind people that boys support boys support girls, girls support boys, girls support girls. Until you have a reason to think otherwise. Don't get behind grandstanding, man. And I'm not going to be like, let's make a fucking wholesome channel. Because controversy is fucking amazing, and I love controversy as much as the next person. I've been very nervous to do this fucking show, and I've had many beverages in preparation for the show, so don't even worry about it. But I just think someone said stop talking, not helping. Okay, I'll take it away if someone else can talk.
Yeah, I've always kind of just done my own thing, and I know I need to tone it back, you know. Or I've always done my own thing up to the point where we started the show, right? Because I entered this community as somebody who just came and to be entertained.
I love coming.
And then
Yeah, me too.
joined the Discord, and I had a lot of fun just messing with people. And it was never anything like too bad, up to the point where there was a little, skirmish between a couple and the VC, and I said some pretty nasty things to one of the people in the relationship, told them that the relationship wouldn't last and all of that, but I had good reason. Yeah, but I've always like been a troll, right? Since the beginning, and I wasn't gonna change that when I got on a show.
Isn't the whole audience?
Apparently not. there's a lot of like, well, I mean, no, I shouldn't even say a parent. Like, there's a lot of different types of people in the community, right? There's some people who come here and they watch out of a place of empathy. So they want to see these people who have done not even necessarily done bad things, but had bad things happen to them too. They want to see them redeemed, right? Or they want to see their lives get better. There's a lot of people like that in the community.
Hang on for a second. People want to watch Lolcow shows to make their lives better.
No, to make the locales themselves, like see the locales themselves improve.
Well, can I just say, Beans has asked me to do an autistic scream. Now, it is 4:45 in the morning. My wife is asleep and has work tomorrow.
I'll do
But
a
I will
scream.
do it. I will do
Go
it.
on, mate.
Can you demonstrate what an autistic scream is? Because
I think this is going to be insensitive. I'd be happy to do it.
no, well, Beans said it. She's a host that's well
Oh,
respected.
yeah, she should come in here. She should come in
No,
here.
no, that's
and-
not the host Beans.
Oh, it's not the host
That's other
beans. Let me
beans.
see. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that's
other
the other
beans.
Beans.
I think
That's the
it's.
other one.
I
Oh,
think they
that's
want you
Beans
to let
one.
out a good old re. You know.
Is that Beans one that loves the ghost inside?
That is.
Of Mice and Men.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Let it
I'll do
out.
it. I'll do it.
I'm just gonna do a scream. Ready?
But
Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
okay.
A
please.
generic scream.
okay.
Short but sweet.
Like
You
a
know what
banshee.
sucks is my cat is fast asleep right here.
I don't know if you
Oh.
should do it. I don't know if you should do it.
No, I'm gonna
It's
do it.
not
I'm
worth
gonna
it.
do
I
it
don't
because
know
I
if you
was
should do
told
it.
to. I was told to.
Maffsy, don't do it, please.
My little kitten is fast asleep there.
Maffsy, this is inhumane. Please don't do it.
Don't
Well,
do it.
I mean,
Beans wouldn't even want you to do it if there's a cat involved.
Beans,
for
tell
10
him
bucks,
not to
I'll
do it.
For
She
10
said
bucks,
don't do
I'll
it.
But my poor little kitten is fast asleep. Right? Look at this little baby. Like I'll do it, but she will be so scared. But look at this little bubba.
No, don't do it.
She's 7 months old. Okay,
Don't do it.
But I don't want to cut the content.
No, chat. Everybody say don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
This little bubba. Okay, well, all right, I might do it, but I just for $10, I'll do it. For $10, I'll do
$10.
it.
You'll
$10.
wake up your cat. You're a horrible person.
Well, I'm boys support boys, yeah. Oh, she's
Is this
fine.
worse
case.
abuse
No.
than what your
Good
mama
friends,
did?
yes. Hey, at the end of the day, life rips. Life rips.
rips.
True.
It rips.
This
Don't
is
do it,
that
don't do it.
Crystalia hoodie. Do you follow comedians, Twiggy? Are you big on like comedians online? This is an
Not
American
too
comedian.
much.
called
I know
Crystalia.
a little bit. I don't have the time to invest in like watching like a full set, right?
Yeah, no. It's more about like so comedians. I've gotten into comedians that are funny more in podcasts than they are to watch their live set. My favorite comedian's Crystalia,
Mhm.
but then when I watch his live set, I fucking despise it. Oh, do you know who Crystalia is, Briggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, his podcast is amazing. He's fucking hilarious, but his live show sucks, and I don't support it. It's shit. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
fucking-
I just know he
I'm
had
drunk
he had a
as shit.
controversy. I don't remember the.
He had a
details.
controversy which was
He
actually debunked, but I don't stand for anything. And this is the other thing that I've always said. He didn't insult me, and I appreciate him as a person. If he does something, he didn't fucking hurt me.
Oh, look at the kitty.
You did, you bubba. You did, you bubba. What? You don't like
So
cats,
adorable.
man. Fucking hell.
I do like
Is
cats.
there anybody in the
I'll
chat
tell
who
you that.
doesn't like cats?
Zay
Oh,
apparently
well.
hates cats.
I don't believe that. I don't like her, but I don't believe that.
According to Beans, the co-host of Lolcow Cafe.
I don't
Beans.
believe that.
Well, there's two beans, and this is the problem with the fucking beans. See, my fucking cameras are on now. So what? So we've gone from 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Twiggy, how do you think the show going forward would progress? If you were to be the host going forward, what do you think we could do for the show to replan? Because I mean, number one, if you're gonna have an Aussie show, it's gonna have to be in an Aussie time slot because you're
And
gonna
it's
get a
not.
lot more. I know it's not, but this is why I'm here. This is why I've woken up early, because let's fucking revamp
too.
this shit. Because you're gonna need to have an Aussie audience. Because every time I talk about some bullshit, you're gonna get the occasional person that's amazing. But I think we need to reach outside the box.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I want to do some interesting stuff. Like I want to do an IRL stream at a Waffle House, or at least stream
You know-
like from a Waffle House. I think that would be hilarious.
No. Here's
That'd
what
be
we're gonna
good.
do. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna do an IRL stream at Burger King. At the same time, I come on IRL at Hungry Jack's.
Oh, that would
So
be fun.
these are two brothers that had an.
Go on. No, go on. I don't want to cuck the content.
No. So these are two brothers that had an argument that opened burger restaurants on two different sides
Yep.
of the world. That's the same thing, the Whopper
Mm-hmm.
and the Whopper. So we will do Burger King and Hungry Jack's at the same time. We'll order the same time and we'll do meal reviews and then just throw them at the people in the fucking
I
in the
think it'd be
restaurant.
fun.
Jesus.
I think it'd be fun.
Holy.
Lady Nerd Artist for $10. Revenge for my cat waking me up yesterday. Get wrecked, cat. You've got to do the scream, Maffsy.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to see this.
Oh, she's looking at me. All right, well, this is on you.
No. This is all Bean's fault.
This is on you. I feel horrible.
The scream cut out.
Poor kitty. No.
That was horrible. Why would you do that?
Why would you fucking want to hurt a poor kitty?
You
How
guys
could
are
you do
you guys that supported that are horrible. Horrible.
Oh, she's not sure. She doesn't know where it came from.
That was so sad.
Oh,
Oh, well, fucking hell.
it was so bad.
Well, yeah. No, that was. Oh, well.
That was
there's
horrible.
the rest of my day now because I'm gonna fucking cuddle this kitten and be like,
That was
fuck
awful.
me.
That hurt me.
That was fucking awful.
I didn't like that.
Oh, maybe I didn't like that either.
I didn't
She's
like
looking
that.
at the door. She doesn't know what's going
She wants to
on.
go.
No, is this animal abuse? Oh,
This is animal abuse.
I think it was.
Almost as bad as Yo Mama.
I'm gonna have to delete this
no,
stream.
no, she loves me.
Delete the
No.
stream.
No.
I'm
she
gonna have to
loves me.
delete this stream. That was
No.
awful.
So her name's Pepper, for all those playing at home.
No.
She's an absolutely amazing cat, and she is treated like an absolute angel.
Look at that face.
Look at his face. Look at his little blue eyes.
Let me go get my white cat real quick. I gotta go get him.
Oh, baby. I love you. Yes. So for the cat lovers there, and don't get me wrong, like I love dogs, but I think cats have always been. I used to be a dog sort of person, but I think I just love all animals. To be really honest, cats are just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the albino. Yeah, that's
Boy
proper
is
albino.
wild. He's wild.
Whoa.
He's crazy.
He is. He
wants
looks like
out.
a boxing candidate.
He literally,
How many-
his whole life,
many
up
cat-
until the point where we adopted him, he was outside. He was wild. He was just friendly
many
when he
cat-
was picked
Oh
up.
wow.
How many cats do you actually have?
6, I think.
So, hang on. So, how many litter trays do you have?
2. No, 3.
Oh no, so they're outside cats. Okay.
Yeah,
Talk to the
no,
house.
yeah. So
Talk
there's
to the
one
house.
outside, but it's not really full. We do have outside cats. They're strays that either
No.
showed up, were here when we bought the house, or we saved from other places.
Okay.
But I've
No,
got
look,
3
that's fine.
inside. They're all in this room right now.
So how do
Right.
you control the outside and inside?
Well, one outside cat I let in whenever I get the chance because he's my best buddy. But the outside cats, they just stay. They stay either in the backyard, the woods behind the house, or they sit under the carport and they have a room that they can go into that has a little cat door, where their food is and their water and stuff.
Do you have a cat that sleeps with you every night?
Yeah, the gray cat.
Like full blown, like when you go to bed, it's just like he's
He's
there,
on
there.
my wife's side of the bed, but he sleeps in the bed every night.
Brother. I can't. So I lost my other ragdoll recently, and now that's why we got Pepper. But I've still got Butters. Butters is a complete arsehole. But when I go to bed, I'll be like, Butters is bedtime, right next to me. As soon as I lose that, that's it. Life's not worth living. I can't lose them all. But because I've got to have that. It's all well and good to have a wife next to you, but you've got to have that little fluffy fuck face.
The best is when it's cold outside and they sleep on your feet.
Mm.
Keep your feet warm. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing like it.
Bro, cats are fucking amazing. And I'm petitioning for Beans to get a cat because Beans is apparently allergic, but she didn't give us a redirect, so fuck her. I hope she gets a shit
My
cat.
my
Exactly,
wife's
bro.
allergic
Fuck
to
her.
cats, but we feed our
Yeah,
inside
ragdolls.
cats a special food that's
Get a
hypo
ragdoll.
Oh.
I'm allergic to cats
hypoallergenic.
as well.
So it somehow makes the cat hypoallergenic. So our inside cats, if you're allergic to cats, they won't produce any allergens. You can also
never
Oh,
do
the
really
video you have in
known
the
it.
background, Maffsy.
What's wrong?
The video you have in the
Oh,
background.
My background. Yeah, no, it's just because I'm not. Look, I've been very nervous about today's show, and I'd like to really
Why?
thank Twiggy for bringing me here because
You're
no,
always
because
great.
I don't respond well to hate, and because I'm sort of the sort of person that's just like, if you don't like me, whatever. And I felt that about a lot of the things that go on. I'm about to ramble again. Cut me
Keep
off.
going, keep going.
Keep going.
Cut
We
me
got
off.
5 more
No.
minutes.
No, because it's just about, bro. At the end of the day, bro, if you don't like someone, who gives a fuck? It's not about grandstanding. Jump in a call with someone. Like, this is the thing about the calls now they've separated them. And it's actually been a decent thing, but the problem is I'm missing a lot of good conversations. But I wouldn't have met awesome people. Like, I wouldn't have met Briggs. And now I'm coming to America to meet Coming to America. What a movie.
Eddie Murphy.
Good morning, fucking. What's he say? Good morning, fucking Queens. Is like, fuck you.
I don't even remember. It's been so long. I haven't seen that movie in
Yeah.
years.
But this is the thing. Like, open yourself up to more love and less hate. And I'm not about a bit fucking hippie. I don't smoke weed. I've got massive. Okay, you got.
Maffsy, the beer's getting to you. Are you
I'm
okay?
not about that sort of person. I'm good. I'm not that sort of person that's just like open yourself to love. I'm a hippie. But just associate the people. If you're in a fucking call with some cunt that you don't like, bro, who gives a shit? Just leave and don't turn it into a screaming match for the people that are there. Let's just turn it into just be like, okay, cool. Let's just hang out with these people. People fucking love it. I've met amazing people in this community. Fucking everyone. I mean, it would be nameless if I could just go through them. But now it's turned into an amazing America trip. I've never been overseas, and I'm going to do my first overseas trip
I'm so excited
ever
for you.
through Lolcow. So it's just just fucking Jessica Pizzle. Hit it up.
Jessica Pizzle for $10 says my husband is allergic to cats. We have 7, all indoor, but he loves cats as much as me. 4 of them have their spots in the bed at night. 4 cats
on the
in bed is
Wow.
amazing. Thank you so much, Jessica. We
Jeez.
really appreciate it. And I would
Oh.
love to see pictures of the cats. Dude, I have a weak
Uh,
spot for cats. I do. And I was not
I
always a
think I've
cat
got a-
person.
Neither was I. I think I got a weak spot for all animals, but this is the thing about cats versus dogs. Anyone can, a dog can love anyone. If someone knocks on the door, the dog will love them. But when you get a cat that loves you and that will come to you when you call them and shit like that, like hang out with them and all that bullshit, fucking, it's more special. So whatever. I don't give a fuck. People are. I'm getting negative comments. Twiggy, I'm getting upset.
I will
Just
teach you how to
fucking-
deal with the negativity. Believe it or not, I get a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, I get my fair share. But also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to ask any questions about any of the controversies or anything like that, come in, tell me about your feelings about me, or just chill while I play games in the Aussie VC. Make sure you're a member. Make sure you're cash cow, and then if you are just joining, you can go into the Discord, hit get started here, and it'll walk you through all the steps. But yeah, we have a lot of fun in there, and we're going to be doing it as soon as we end the stream. We've got 1 minute left, but before we finish up, I want to read out this dono we got from Gafgarian for $1.99. Love you, Maffsy. F them haters. Yeah, I'm not cussing anymore. I'm turning over a new
Thanks,
leaf.
Gaff.
It's going
I
to be
really
fucking
appreciate
great.
you, bro.
But
Bless
great
yourself,
show,
Gaff.
boys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Twiggy. Thanks for giving me a chance to come down and just help out. I know it's a shitty time slot for you, but I just wanted to be there for you. I had a snooze. I woke up, set my alarm, and now I'm shit faced. So I'm just gonna cause some havoc now. So if
gonna
anyone's
be
in
fun.
VCs, let's do some shit.
Fucking oath.
Well, I appreciate you
I don't-
coming in and helping me out
Ah,
too. You've
thanks,
always
brother.
you've always
Thanks
been
for
a good
bringing me on
buddy.
the whole time too, man.
Yeah, Brugs, you're welcome anytime. You know this
He's a mod.
You're
How
a
did you get
mod.
I am a mod.
somehow.
Hey, man. Somehow.
Right of
I
center
just
left.
asked Rastov.
He's
Member
the
of
drunkest
band.
cunt I've ever met.
Right center of left. Member
Okay.
of Band World for 1 month says good going. Thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end it here. Thank you
That
so
says
much,
good-
boys,
that's
for
good
helping
game,
me
not
out.
good going.
And whatever. GG. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Lady Nerd Artist, welcome to Cash Cow. I definitely appreciate that. Come into the VC after the stream. Give us, we'll have some fun. And we're going to end it here. Later, boys.
Mm-hmm.
See you
Later.
guys. Thank you so much.